way did Aaron Opoku ever play for Hamburg?
Is that a Hamburg shirt?
That's a Hamburg shirt. I'm not having that. No way did Aaron Opoku ever play for freaking Hamburg. He only came from the Neaton last year.
Yeah, I know, but we'll check on that.
Yeah, have a look at half time. I'm not having that. I don't look like him either. No, there must be. Well, how many Chris Smiths do you think they are? How many Chris Smiths do you think they are? There's about 20. More than that. Well, you join us here on Coventry TV as myself and our stadium announcer Roy had a little discussion there. Roy sees the thing that Aaron Opoku wants to play for Hamburg. We'll find out at half time. Welcome to live coverage of Coventry United's match versus Highgate United here at the big, blue and beautiful Butts Park Arena. Oh, 7 more days and we're done, lads. Hang on in there. Come on, we're nearly done. 5 matches, 7 days. Oh God, it's just thinking about it. Oh my, and I've still got the women's matches as well. Oh, I'll tell you what, I'm going to need something extra in the coffee tomorrow morning. Yeah, that's the thing. We're live tomorrow as well at the Butts Park Arena with another match. So, today it's Coventry United versus Highgate. Live coverage of this match exclusively on Coventry United TV. You will not find it anywhere else as the players make their way into the tunnel for what I'm sure is set to be an incredible encounter. And these two teams, of course, have already played each other twice this season in the Birmingham Senior Cup and the Polymac Packaging League Cup. So it's certainly been a busy old season for these sides. As the referees converge in the tunnel area, they're nearly set to go. Terry Hansen making his way to the dugout. A much changed Coventry United side, we should warn you. We'll get into the team news in just a minute. There's Carl Barnett with the captain's armband. His first appearance for a good couple of weeks. What are you done?
Still playing it?
Well, the final push begins here on Coventry United TV. 5 matches, 7 days in the Total Emotion Midland Football League Premier Division. Coventry United versus Highgate. The match today, Highgate's last 2 matches, they're both against the Red and Greens. So their promotion hopes rest solely with Terry Anderson's side. Live coverage of Coventry United versus Highgate United, live from the Butts Park Arena, right here on Coventry United TV with Liam Cook. There we go, we've sorted out the issue with the PA system there. Oh, I tell you what, not the easiest of starts. Well, let's get you straight into today's team news here at the Butts Park Arena, kicking off with Highgate United. Number 1, Bradley Catlow, I should say. Oh, it's getting worse. Number 2, Trevor Edwards, the captain. Number 3, Stephen Leslie. Number 4, Richard Bryan. 5, Scott Turner. Number 6, Samuel Oji. Number 7, Corey Rivers. Number 8, Isaac Jagra. Number 9, Marco Adagio. 10, Reece Hewitt. 11, Richard Batchelor. Substitutes for Highgate. Number 12, Dwayne Courtney. 13, Brad Hayward. 14, Josh Hawker. number 15, James Wilcock, 16, Connor Mooney. And now into a much changed Coventry United starting lineup. A rather youthful red and green side starts like this for Coventry United. Number 1, Tom Theobald. Number 2, Sam Kirby. 3, Danny Cairns. 4, Nathan Cadby. 5, Nathan Hall. 6, the captain, Kyle Barnett. Number 7, Liam Kennedy. 8, Lewis Ludford. 9, Ryan Palmer. 10, Frankie Beijnet. 11, Ryan Morris. Substitutes for Coventry United, number 12, Josh Palmer. 14, Connor Tallett. And number 15, Lucini Donzo. Highgate in that rather fetching pink away kit, with Coventry United in red and green. As you would expect, they wouldn't be called the Red and Greens otherwise, would they? And we're underway here in the Total Motion Midland Football League Premier Division. United kicking from left to right. Ball nodded onto the left-hand side now, and it goes over the white line as the attack from Highgate comes to nothing. Trying to get it in once again. Low cross and a good catch by Tom Theobald. Brian Palmer darts down left for Coventry United, covered off. Good challenge well made by Samuel Oji. And Coventry United have just opened the scoring. I'm sorry to say we didn't get it on camera. The Red and Greens have taken the lead. And unfortunately the camera packed up and we didn't get it on camera. I don't know who it was. What a start. Well, I'm not sure who scored it, but Coventry United lead. Well, again, unfortunately, we've had some camera issues, but we have got the first goal, and that was nearly a goal back for Highgate, with Corey Carrivers striking one wide. So if you're just joining us here on CUTV, United are Theobald's kick met in the air by the Highgate player. Stabbed on. Here's Jagrup onto the right hand side. Beja closes down the winger. It's up line once again by Brian. Tom Hall heads it towards the left where Frankie Beja is waiting. Palmer tussles with Brian. It's with Samuel Oji now with the back line for Highgate. Scott Turner. Cadby beaten there by Stephen Leslie and slipped into the area towards Isaac Jagrup, and stabbed into touch by Kyle Barnett. So Highgate going behind inside the first minute. Stephen Leslie's corner may give them a chance to get level once again. It falls to the far post. Jagrup chups it in, and it's a pretty simple catch for Tom Theobald. Can United get moving now? Launched forward by Liam Kennedy, but easy pickings for Catlow between the sticks for Highgate. Well, that sun certainly isn't helping things. A blinding sun, blinding the commentator, the match reporter, and the stadium announcer. We all forgot our sunglasses. Lofted pass towards Isaac Jagrup on the edge of the penalty area, and nodded into touch by Tom Hall, playing at centre back today. A very youthful looking red and green side. Oh, a shock scoreline so far. United leading by 1-0 after 5 minutes. From that right hand side, who will jump up and make contact? It's over the head of Samuel Oji. Oji will keep it alive on this left hand side. Down line to Richard Bryan. Turns away from Ryan Palmer into the area. Hey, maybe an opportunity here for Scott Turner, just about able to keep it in. Handball claims against the Coventry United fullback Danny Cairns. Referee says no. United get it away. Frankie Beijden dragged to the ground there. United will play on. Referee gives advantage. Nathan Cadby striding forward, waiting for Beijden to catch up. Cadby's cross, hoping to find Liam Kennedy, and he has found Kennedy. There's some foul play there by the Highgate number 7, Corey Carrivers, and sent just a couple of rows below us there. He just stand by the number 7. So United with the opportunity to get themselves a second goal. This will be Lewis Ludford standing over the ball, the under-21 skipper. It's Kyle Barnett with the armband today, but Ludford, one of the more senior players in the team. A very youthful looking Coventry United side this evening, but they are already 1-0 up against the regular first choice 11 of Highgate, who currently sit third and need the points to keep their second place ambitions alive. Ludford stands over it, Ludford strikes, and it flies over the crossbar. A dignified effort there from Lewis Ludford. You can hear from up at the top right with the Bits Park Arena, the Highgate players are not happy, and oh, thank goodness that sun has finally gone beyond the clouds. Yeah, now we're going to get cold. That's because Keith Green's brought his nice Eskimo hat with him. All I've got is a pair of headphones. Keeps the ears warm, but the head doesn't feel the benefits, unfortunately. But poor Roy, he hasn't got anything. It's got his long johns on. Comes United with the throw up line. OG with volley clearance. Up goes Kyle Barnett, wins it in the air. Hall finishes the job towards Ludford. There's OG to win it once again. Down line to Trevor Edwards, the captain. Launches it down the right. Edwards tries to get it in from the right hand side. It's Trevor Edwards. Caught well by Tom Theobald. Offside, says the linesman, but the referee has allowed play it on. United had the ball anyway, so Theobald, who I believe made his only first team appearance for Coventry United against Highgate. I believe that was in the... Was it the Birmingham Senior Cup? I think it was. As the long ball was nodded towards his own goalkeeper by OG, with Frankie Beijden making a nuisance of himself, not for the first time this season. But it is Bradley Catlow who fires away towards Isaac Jagrup. Jagrup wins the header in towards Marco Adagio. The defender couldn't deal with it, but Sam Kirby gets it the second time, asking Adagio, trying to find a teammate in the centre of the box. But still alive for Highgate. Batchelor, bouncing effort into the vicinity of Tom Theobald. Coventry United with a highly changed lineup this evening. But that highly changed lineup has caught Highgate and us at CUTV off guard. But now the visitors want to try and get themselves back on track. It slid towards the left hand side, but it won't reach Leslie. Liam Kennedy wins the header. But it's brought down by Carrivers. And into touch by the leg of Danny Cairns, keeping it away from Richard Batchelor. The throw is to Batchelor. Cross in from the right towards Jagrup, one in the air by Nathan Cadby, but an opportunity on the left hand side for Isaac Jagrup. Volleys it into the side netting. Highgate testing the Red and Green's back line for the first time. But the shot off target for Isaac Jagrup. Theobald with the kick. We've had 10 minutes here at the Butts Park Arena. Coventry United 1, Highgate United 0, the current score. That will certainly please Worcester and Coleshill fans. I've had fans asking me all day if United can beat Highgate. We're doing our best, lads. As a free kick is given against Nathan Cadby for a slide on, I believe that was Stephen Leslie. Leslie getting instructions from his coaching staff, who I'm sure will not be happy with the start the promotion chasing side have made. Can they put things right here? Header won by Jagrup. It's in again via the head of Hewitt. But again, United get it clear with Cairns. Poor control on the right. But United can't get it clear. And a wayward cross from the right hand side by Carivers. Sends it into touch. United keeping it calm. Don't want to rush things. And a big shout out to Alfie Green as well, who's listening. Make sure to get your homework done, otherwise you're not listening to tomorrow's game. So Theobald places the ball. And fires it away towards the head of Frankie Beja. A little too high for Patience. But it's winning the air once again by Lewis Ludford. Brian nods it on. Kept alive again by Ryan Morris. Highgate come out of the midfield with possession. Edwards looking for the run of Isaac Jagrup, nodded towards the left hand side by Tom Hall. Sent down the left for Ryan Palmer. Palmer's got it, and lovely skill to turn out 2 challenges. He's got Cadby to his right. Cadby slips, but he would have been beaten to the ball anyway by Scott Turner. A lovely skill from Ryan Palmer, who has really made himself a mainstay in the first team lineup. Well, Palmer, one of the few under 21s that's played on a regular basis for the first team this season. There's only about 3 players, including Palmer, that have played more than 5 games for the first team this term. The under-21s mettle will be tested. Adagio tried to pull off a Ryan Palmer. He's no Ryan Palmer. He couldn't get the job done on that occasion. It's up towards the halfway line where Batchelor will send it back towards that penalty area. Jagrup brings it down, but he's offside. Another move comes to an end for the Gates. Don't forget to join us live from the Butts Park Arena again tomorrow with live commentary of Coventry United versus Westfield in the Total Motion Midland Football League Premier Division. And also just a quick note, if United do win today, that will ensure that they finish above local rivals Coventry Spinks. Can they hold on? They still have 4 games after today, and don't we know it? Thread it through towards Adagio. Inside Kyle Barnett. First slide is blocked off by Cairns. The second is clear as far as the halfway line, but towards the right hand side again with Edwards. Adagio looking for his 35th goal of the season. Chests it down, turns and shoots, but there's Theobald to go down to his knees and bring it under control at the near post. Sent towards the final third for Highgate, and OG heads it towards the right hand side of his own penalty area. Palmer closes down the goalkeeper Catlow, but he'll find a teammate. Carivers has space on the left hand side. Over the head of the defender by Hewitt. I'm not sure whether that was a cross or a shot by Stephen Leslie. Whatever it wasn't what was desired. Theobald pushes his troops towards the halfway line and sends it down the left, straight onto the head of Scott Turner, who'll nod it forward towards Jagger. Jagger wins the header. Adagio won't get to it thanks to Danny Cairns' intervention. I think both teams playing a bit of keep away here. No one seems to want it. Ludford finally brings some order and launches it down the left. Palmer gives chase, but he's held up by OG, and that allows Catlow to send it into touch for the throw. 15 minutes gone at the Butts Park Arena. Coventry United 1, Highgate United 0. we've heard that it was Nathan Cadby who opened the scoring. I've got to say, we didn't see the camera, unfortunately, decide to switch itself off for the first 2 minutes of the game. And, you know, we missed the goal. So we're going to try and get the camera fixed during the summer. As it was actually broken all the way back at Lutterworth. So it's been damaged for a while. We just haven't had the time or the money to fix it. So apologies that we won't be able to show you the first goal, unfortunately. Not my fault, it's the equipment. For once, you can't blame the commentator. First time of the season, anyway. Carivers wins the header from the throw, flicked up by Ludford towards Ryan Palmer. 2 Highgate players going for it. It's still not enough. Ludford blocked up by Carivers again, trying to keep it alive. Carivers barges up 2 United players and gets it away. Carivers hoping to find Hewitt on the left. Cleared as far as Carivers again. Tussles with Kennedy. Cadby loses out. And Hewitt races down the left again. United players and fans not happy. They feel Cadby was fouled, but Hewitt will continue. Past Sam Kirby. It's in towards Jagrup. Header won by Kyle Barnett. Ludford hoping to take it around Carivers. Couldn't do so. And now the number 7 lines one up and sends it into the advertising boardings. Well, so far, the best efforts from Highgate have been from long range, but neither of them have been on target. Theobald's kick towards left-hand side. Bajot dragged down. Referee says no foul. In fact, gives the throw in to Coventry United. It was the number 4, Richard Bryan, who dragged down. I think it was Frankie Bajot who went down. United playing what looks like a front 3 with Palmer down the middle, Bajot on the left and Kennedy on the right. As Bajot tried to turn his man, the ball trickled over the white line for a throw-in to Highgate. That sun is causing mayhem again. The clouds have dispersed, but unfortunately the sun hasn't. Headed around the midfield. Eventually, it's Carivers who brings it to ground. Hewitt, he's got an option on the left, but it's more of a defensive option. You'll find Leslie. United looking to break forward. Bajot. He's got Cairns forward. Here's Cairns. Bajot making the run to the left. Threaded through for Frankie Bajot. Kennedy's at the far post. Tried to put it to the near post and fumbled by Catlow, who thankfully for Highgate managed to scramble to it before Ryan Palmer could have the finishing touch. It's been a slightly dodgy start for Highgate so far. Adagio forced off the ball by Nathan Hall, and a simple touch by Hall keeps it away from Jagrup in the area. Cairns will leave it for Hall, who sprints away only as far as Edwards. His cross finds the head of Sam Kirby. Morris, handball, claims it is handball against the winger Ryan Morris. He was trying to take it around Carivers, it brushed the arm. A defeat for the Gate could open the door for Kozel to close the door on Highgate's promotion ambitions. If it stays like this, then in Kozel's next match tomorrow away at Roster, which you'd probably say is a highly winnable match, then that could officially end Highgate's hopes of finishing second behind Bromsgrove and getting that automatic promotion place. But still, plenty of action to come here on CUTV as the free kick is put in and netted into the net, but offside. The flag raised on the far side, the header in of the crossbar by, I think that was, it may have been OG. But the referee chalked it off and it remains at 1-0. So we've had 20 minutes gone here on CUTV. Remains at Coventry United 1, Highgate 0. As the attempted ball down the left-hand side, deep into United territory, is out of play via the side of Kirby's head. So the throw to be taken by Stephen Leslie of Highgate, about 5 yards down from the penalty area. Turner. Now Leslie. Hands off the boot of Adagio. Adagio gets the cross in. It flies past Edwards. Right now United look to get the counter-attack going. They seem perhaps to just soak up the pressure and hit Highgate on the break. Some lovely skill from Frankie Beja, taken straight from Sao Paulo. Now he's blocked off and barged down by Batchelor. He does the job for Highgate. Carrivers. Can Highgate get this ball away? Carrivers again. Edwards looks for the through ball to Isaac Jagrup. Again, United's able to cut it out. Ludford. Long ball towards Ryan Palmer, and on the edge of the penalty area there is Bradley Catlow. Now, United's defeats recently have been put down to exhaustion for the Coventry United players. But there's no issue of that today. These may be young players, but they're fresh players. Sim 21s didn't have a match at the weekend, so they've had a week off. And Frankie Beja, who has been involved in the Coventry United team lately, concedes the foul with a bit of hustle and bustle with Trevor Edwards. It's going to be sent up by Richard Bryan. Flicked on with a head. Kennedy should pick it up on the edge of his own penalty area. A half volley away. And from behind, there goes Nathan Cadby to snatch it from the feet of Scott Turner. Turner barges him down, and Cadby will still have the opportunity to get it back. The Highgate will dribble it clear. Launched forward. Opportunity now for Batchelor. As he shrugs off the challenge from Cairns. There's Jagrup space on the right. It's still Jagrup. Surely it's got to be now for Hewitt, but then in goes, I believe that was the winger for Coventry, trying to get away, and spectacular effort from Jagrup. He's mishit it, and it's gone straight to Theobald's hands. You would have thought if Jagrup had just tried to head the ball, you would have had a much better opportunity to beat Theobald from that sort of range. You probably would have assumed that Jagrup would score, but that's what happens when you try fancy tricks and they don't come off. Well, Beja's trick was more like Brazil. Jagrup's trick was more like Barnet. And that was not the best of chip passes by Trevor Edwards either. Hoping to stick it forward, ended up going towards the touchline. Highgate will continue the attack. Can Jagrup put it right this time? No, he can't. As it's nodded towards the far flank by Kirby. Bit of through ball now for Leslie. Palmed away by Tom Theobald. And Cadby will sprint clear. And again a foul on Nathan Cadby. This time by Corey Carrivers. Well, you have to say that the kids are indeed all right. They've been doing brilliant so far for the Red and Greens. A 2-minute lead. We believe it was scored by Nathan Cadby. Again, we didn't see it and we didn't get it on camera.
You're calling them kids? Yeah. Great grandkids are doing all right then.
Theobald sends it towards the edge of the box. Towering header by Scott Turner. Highgate looking to druid it clear. Batchelor receives it from Leslie. Here's Marco Adagio in search of his 35th goal in all competitions. Out wide again. Lobbed into the air for Jagrup. Jagrup knobs it down. Adagio! Ferocious strike. Flies over the stand behind the goal. It was closer to the railway track than it was the net. It just doesn't seem to be falling kindly for Highgate at the minute. 25 minutes gone. We'll be taking a break here on CUTV during half time. So we'll be going silent on the microphone for around 10 minutes. But you don't need to use a new live stream for the second half because we're at home and we have got a endless supply of electricity. It's a beautiful thing, isn't it? So we haven't got to swap over the batteries. Just basically, I fancy a cup of tea at half time. Theobald's goal kick. Volley towards the left-hand side. Hewitt wins the header. Jagrup. Hewitt won't get to it. Fired away by Morris. Straight onto the head of Turner though for Highgate. And again, neither side seems to want it. Ball retention poor for both sides in that little spell. Lob cross into the area for Leslie, out of reach for Adagio, who was offside anyway, and the referee gives play on as Theobald's got it under control. Rolled out to Danny Cairns, hoping to find the runner Frankie Beja. Even Frankie's not that quick. And into touch by Catlow. In fact, no, it's been kept in. You have to continue down the left. Chip pass from Danny Cairns, and that is a throw on the far side. Line towards Morris, into the area, and cleared well. Samuel Oji nodding it away, but sent back in towards Liam Kennedy. Kennedy should catch up with that one on the near side. Tries a bit of trickery to put it through the legs of the fullback. It won't work. Struck forward towards Isaac Jagrup. It's a battle between Jagrup and Barnett, a battle that Barnett wins. But the attack is not over yet, so it is now, thanks to some more great work from Barnett. Cadby dragged to the ground. Cadby wants to foul. Cadby has been the source of a lot of rather physical play from Highgate. Some legal, some not. The referee saying that that particular part of play from Reece Hewitt was okay. Stephen Leslie to take it. Leslie up line to Jagrup. Header won by Hall. Cadby shoving the back again. Referee says no, but Kennedy comes away with it. Kennedy tripped, and that time the referee gives the foul against Corey Carivers. So on the halfway line, Coventry United have the free kick. Barnett setting it up. All outfield players in the Highgate half towards Kennedy, but it was never going to be there for Kennedy, and sprinting away with the ball now is the Highgate fullback Stephen Leslie. Lob pass to the right, volleyed away by Danny Cairns of Coventry United. It will fall to the feet of Richard Bryan. Bryan up line, brought down by Ludford. Morris into the centre with Nathan Cadby, scorer of the first goal here on CUTV, takes it past Carivers. Another battle with the number 7. This time the number 7 comes out with it. Carivers, Highgate can't do anything with the ball. Given away to Beijnet, now down line to Lewis Ludford. Here's Beijnet again. United continue to press. Beijnet with a hopeful shot. And diving down low to the right is Bradley Catlow, who apart from the opening goal hasn't had an awful lot to do. Highgate putting the pressure on but can't do anything with it. Adagio nods on the final third, but it falls again to the feet of Kyle Barnett, who volleys it towards the centre circle. Carivers wins their header. Who will it fall through? There's Kyle Barnett to nod it on again. Ryan Palmer brings it down, tries to make his way past OG, but cleared by Turner. Referee gives the free kick against Ryan Palmer there as he tried to get onto the ball. He made contact with OG. The referee checking on Kyle Barnett. Barnett is checking on himself. Real opportunity for Richard Bryan to cause some damage with this free kick from the centre circle. There it goes towards the left hand side. Jagrup wins the header. Just about kept in by Marco Adagio. Jagrup with a second chance. And it's struck high. Well, if Highgate are indeed having target practice, I think they have pretty low marks at the moment. Half an hour to play. Half an hour gone here on CUTV. Remains at Coventry United 1, Highgate United 0. And a defeat for Highgate tonight will give Kozel the chance to end the Gates promotion hopes. Of course, they have already relegated Roster tomorrow evening. Jaguar on the ball again. Nodded across to the left by Carivers. Jaguar will have a job to get there. He has just about got it. He takes it past 2 United players. Little stab there by Morris. Gets something on the ball, but Carivers is there again. Brian. Looking for the number 10, Hewitt. Hewitt to Adagio. Flicked on with the back of the head. United couldn't clear. But they have now, thankfully, with Danny Cairns. Adagio lurking menacingly in there. Okay, trying to block off Leslie, but Highgate will keep knocking on that door. Into the box with Batchelor. Volleyed cross. A crucial header by Tom Hall. Now here come the red and greens with Bejner taking on Carivers. Carivers able to make the challenge. And now Jagrup sprints away with it. Taking on Danny Cairns. Cairns trying to force him away from the penalty area. It's across now to the left with Leslie. Leslie trying to find Jagrup again. He'll fall to Adagio. Edwards looking for the cross from the right. Edwards in. Adagio couldn't get something on it as it was a slide of the near post by Danny Cairns to take it away from the Gate top scorer. Going across to take the corner kick is Stephen Leslie. Leslie to send it in from the right towards that near post. It doesn't reach its intended target thanks to the head of Liam Kennedy, and Kennedy with a second clearance as Hewitt looks to keep it alive. Bounces awkwardly for Carivers, stabs it away from Cadby in the air. Nodded on, overhead kick by Kyle Barnett, offside says the referee. It was aimed towards Scott Turner. The overhead kick by Barnett ended the move there, but the referee called for offside.
Come on, United! These old boys are run out of steam soon.
As mentioned, one of our supporters said there is a sizable age difference between the two sides. In footballing terms, these players are barely out of nappies. That's the players who, most of which have come from the under-21 sides, have done an absolutely sterling job. Kick from Theobald over the head of Kennedy. Nodded on by Brian. United saying there was handball against Batchelor. Referee's blowing the whistle. I'm not too sure what for there. Doesn't seem to be everything wrong from Coventry United's point of view. Nodded on by Jagrup. And there's a header back towards that goal by Tom Hall. It nearly allowed Edwards to take it away from the hands of Tom Theobald, but luckily for Theobald, he was able to bring it under control just in time. Theobald's kick towards the Highgate half. Put in the air by Turner. Looking for Jagrup. Hall able to get it away. Here come Highgate again. Batchelor. Back into his own half. Samuel Oji. It rolls off his boot. It's towards the right with Brian. Richard Bryan launches it forward, straight onto the head of Kyle Barnett, 5 yards outside his penalty area. A midfield battle ensues, and Adagio looks for Edwards on the right. And it is kicked in by the captain, Trevor Edwards. Sends it in, looking for Jagrup. Up rather than out by Morris with the head, Ludford. It's on to the right now from Carivers. Edwards in, Jagrup nods it on. And again, Highgate just can't seem to test Theobald. 7 shots on target we're hearing. I believe they've only got, what was it, 1 on target? 2 on target. If my memory serves me right, neither of those efforts really troubled Tom Theobald that much. A poor header allows Ryan Palmer onto the ball. But Palmer out-muscled and out-sprinted by the big burly number 5 Scott Turner. Back heel down line to Stephen Leslie. And Leslie's kick is straight into touch. It's not the best of throws though by the full-back Kirby. And as Morris forces Adagio down from behind, the referee gives a free kick. The referee wants a word with Nathan Cadby. just having a quick chat with Cadby to calm things down. What can Leslie do with this free kick? Not a lot. As Theobald leaps into the air, clings onto the wall and lands safely with possession in hand. As we have less than 10 minutes until the break here on CUTV, score remains Coventry United 1, Highgate United 0. Opening goal coming from Nathan Cadby on 2 minutes, but as we said, don't expect to see it in the highlights as unfortunately we had a camera malfunction. So we won't be seeing that goal in the highlights, unfortunately. Not the best of balls, it's got to be said, from the Highgate number 4, Richard Bryan, who struck it towards the right, hoping to find the run of the winger, but it was way off target. And some of the United substitutes go for a quick jog down the BPA pitch. On the bench for Coventry United today, Josh Palmer, Connor Tallett and Lucini Donzo. It's a cross by Jagrup, charged down. It will be a throw taken by Edwards. Down line now with Bryan. And the Daggio's free at the far post. Kirby with a crucial header. Carrivers keeps it alive. It falls kindly for Marco Adagio! Goal 35 in all competitions from Marco Adagio. Struck hard and low. Theobald didn't stand a chance. Coventry United 1, Highgate United 1, and the Gates promotion ambitions remain intact. Well, it's been a prolific season for Marco Adagio. 51st appearance in all competitions today, 35th goal. Certainly a player that many teams will be keeping an eye on over the summer. Appeals of a free kick, turned down with the referee. Cadby colliding with Carrivers, not for the first time today. Hewitt hoping to find the defender Richard Bryan. Bryan sends it in as it's brought down with the shoulder of Batchelor. The referee's assistant on the far side calls for offside against the Highgate number 11. So score now here at the Woods Park Arena. Coventry United 1, Highgate United 1, thanks to Marco Adagio's equaliser. Theobald's kick towards the left, Beja up for it. Beja doesn't win it in the air. Edwards only can find Danny Cairns with his header. Cairns in towards Ludford. Ludford won't reach it, neither will Kennedy. Cutlow captures and rolls it out to Leslie. Leslie cuts inside from Palmer. Gets the ball away towards the left, hoping to find Isaac Jagrup. Onto the right. It's a powerful pass, nodded on by Jagrup. Hewitt looks to get the ball in from the left. Can Highgate turn the game on its head with the second goal? Here's Leslie in towards Jagrup. Header away by Morris. The Highgate are not done. Carrivers to Leslie. Leslie with the free cross. Adagio leaps for it, and a brilliant block out of the air by Tom Theobald. Adagio can't believe it. He thought he got the second goal tied up. But the left hand from Tom Theobald sends it around the post. Outstanding reflexes from the young goalkeeper. Well, that's got to go down as one of the saves of the season. Point blank range from Adagio. You would have bet your house on him scoring. Sends in from the right. And Batchelor nods it wide. Again, another great position for Highgate. Well, the ones that are on target are seeming to cause United some issues, but the majority of shots from Highgate, that's their 10th shot of the game. They've only got 3 on target. Five minutes of normal time to go here on CUTV. Again, we'll be taking a short break to have a bit of time out. Voice does need a rest, you know. Especially with this backlog games. I'm getting paid overtime. Peter Reynolds, are you listening? Passes awkwardly on the edge of the penalty area for Hewitt, so you have to get the ball away for now. Driven towards the area by Carivers, it flicks off the head of Cairns, and Edwards will leave it for the corner. Short corner to Leslie, covered off by Bajenet, flicks it over the head of Frankie Bajenet, and a neat cross towards Isaac Jagrup. It's taking a touch on the way through, but it is over the crossbar. Corner kick to Highgate. Adagio's goal seems to have sparked new life into the visitors. Cross deflects into touch again, this time from the young Coventry United fullback Sam Kirby. I don't know why I'm saying young, they're all young. I mean, Carl Byte's a grandpa compared to most of these players. In from the left. Jagrup's header! And it goes over. For a minute, I didn't know whether that was going to go in the net or not. And again, Isaac Jagrup has been so unlucky with some of these opportunities for Highgate. But he's getting closer. Theobald will place the ball. And let's get it away. United taking the lead in just the second minute. They have been pegged back through Marco Adagio. Ludwig wins the second ball in the end. There's Kennedy free on the left. Kennedy cuts in. He's taken out. Referee says play on. Bajenet will win the corner. It counts off Oji as Kennedy was taken down by, I believe that was, I think it was Richard Bryan who had fell to the floor. Not an awful lot he could do about it, but he did bring down the United winger. Well, Ludford, who takes the majority of the set pieces for the under-21s, is going to step up and take this corner from the left flank. The first corner that United have had throughout today's game. Drives it low, and it's easy pickings for Carivers. Neat idea, but United's players weren't expecting it. And now Adagio flicks it on for Isaac Jagrup. Takes on Cairns. He's got an option on the right. Tries to go himself. He's blocked off by the Coventry United fullback. Now Nathan Cadby, and a high boot there surely by Carivers. Luckily for Cadby, he didn't make contact. But the pass by Danny Cairns towards Bajenet is wayward and goes into touch. That could have been very nasty if Cadby had been struck by that high boot. It's a neat ball to Marco Adagio, looking to double his money. And from a great position, it's a rather tame effort. Just toe pokes it into Theobald's grasp. Rivers does well to keep it alive, but loses out to Ryan Palmer. Palmer shields the ball from Batchelor. Now Ludford. Here's Kennedy. Neat turn. Can he get to the ball ahead of Leslie? No, he can't. Leslie will try and get it away from danger, and he'll sprint clear of Kennedy and drive it up line. Well, one of the main things that Highgate have got going for them in this match is due to United having such a young team, they probably will be able to outmuscle the United players. There's space on the left-hand side for Leslie. Adagio wanted it through, but he may go for Jagrup instead. There's the captain, Kyle Barnett, to clear. Well, normal time is about over. We're into added minutes now at the Butts Park Arena. It remains Coventry United 1, Highgate 1. Here's Batchelor. His pass is taken out by Liam Kennedy. He can't make his way past the big number 5. Batchelor down line. Here's Turner again. Scott Turner lofted ball towards Adagio, and if it wasn't for Barnett, then Adagio would have had a free run into the area. Barnett again nods it clear as United have got themselves a free kick for an infringement by Batchelor on the United fullback Sam Kirby. Tom Theobald will boot it clear as we close in on half time. We're into added minutes already. Kick met in the air by Turner. Adagio knotted on for Jagrup. Jagrup beaten to the ball by Danny Kent, and Hall will try and flick it forward, straight into the path of Hewitt. Now Edwards, handball claims, referee agrees, as it bounced onto the left hand of the Highgate captain Trevor Edwards. United could have one more chance to send it into danger before the half-time whistle. It goes, it's a rather poor free kick, but it rolls off the boot of Edwards. Can't allow us to get it clear. Under pressure from the United man, Cadby. Edwards goes in from behind, but it falls to Cairns. Cairns lofted ball, hoping to find Ludford. Volleyed away by OG. Jagrup can't keep it in. Throw in Coventry United. We've already had just over a minute of normal time, as the sun sets beyond the horizon and the floodlights take over. The throw bounces out of reach of Frankie Beja. It will be a throw to Highgate, level with their own penalty area. Throw up line to Jagrup. Ludford can only find Adagio as he tries to intercept. And Highgate looking to lock on the United door once more as Fearbod volleys it clear on the edge of his own penalty area. Risky move, but a successful one for the young shot stopper. Leslie looking to break through the United back line again. Kennedy gives away the throw. Kennedy's furious. The play will continue, but Batchelor fluffs up the attack as he stabs it towards the left, and he didn't know that Leslie had already gone past him. Two minutes of added time already played. There can't be much left now. Thrown up line. No one knew where it was, but the referee ends the first half. Half-time score here on CUTV. Coventry United 1, Highgate United 1. Signing off now on Coventry United TV. Make sure to keep it locked here on the Red and Greens channel. We'll be going again for the second half in 10 minutes on this live stream. Don't go anywhere. And welcome back to today's live coverage here on Coventry United TV with commentary of Coventry United versus Highgate United in the Total Motion Midland Football League Premier Division. Half-time score, Coventry United 1, Highgate United 1. Goal in the second minute scored by Nathan Cadby with the equaliser around 10 minutes before the break through Marco Adagio, makes it all square. Let's get straight into the team news once again. Here at the Spark Arena, starting with Highgate. Number 1, Bradley Catlow. 2, Trevor Edwards. 3, Stephen Leslie. 4, Richard Bryan. 5, Scott Turner. 6, Sam Oji. Number 7, Corey Carivers. Number 8, Isaac Jagrup. 9, Marco Adagio. 10, Reece Hewitt. 11, Richard Batchelor. And for Coventry United, number 1, Tom Theobald. 2, Sam Kirby. 3, Danny Cairns. 4, Nathan Cadby. 5, Tom Hall. 6, Kyle Barnett. 7, Liam Kennedy. 8, Lewis Ludford. 9, Ryan Palmer. 10, Frankie Patience. 11, Ryan Morris. And immediately Highgate win the ball. Win the throw on the left-hand side of the Coventry United penalty area. Long ball into touch. Ball thrown across to Leslie. He'll take the throw. He's got Turner in short support, but we'll go for a long throw instead. There it goes into the penalty area. Barnett jumps for it, comes off the shoulder. Jagger up on the floor, still keeps it alive, but it's volleyed away by Kennedy. Offside given. So a free kick for Coventry United after it was offside that was given. Theobald with a goal kick in the air by OG. It bounces a touch into Terry Anderson's dugout, and Coventry United have themselves a throw. Long throw. They just seem to be being held there. Referee says no foul. As the gate try and get it clear. They have now, thanks to Edwards. It flies over the white line, out of reach of Marco Adagio. It will be a throw on this near side, around halfway into United territory for the Red and Greens. Throw up line. Nodded on by Morris and into touch by Richard Bryan. Highgate back five working nicely, as apart from the goal from Nathan Cadby, United haven't posted an awful lot. Throw into Highgate this time, the final touch coming from Morris. Another 10 yards further up line. Jagrup. Just taking out of a sea of red. Jagrup's hurt himself. United will continue the ball down the left-hand side by Cadby, cut out. But as Jagrup gets himself back onto his feet, the ball from the back is straight into touch, and it will be another United throw on this near side. Long throw by Cairns. Again into touch, just signed via the head of the Highgate number 7, Carivers. It's another throw in taken by Cairns. And another throw in. Slow but steady progress, about 5 throw-ins in less than a minute. This time it comes off the hip of Bryan. Throw to Morris, through down towards Frankie Patience. Cleared just in time. Bit of a muddle on the edge of the penalty area, allows Patience onto it. It's Frankie Patience across the penalty area, and a slide by OG. Sent down the right-hand side by the United fullback, Sam Kirby. The fullbacks exchanging long balls there, and now Kirby brings it under control on the halfway line. Cadby bars to the ground, referee gives the free kick against the number 7, Carivers. United fans certainly not happy with. He's committed a number of fouls against Nathan Cadby. But again, the main asset that Highgate have over United today is strength. With a more senior team, an older team. Ludford, not the best of free kicks. He's mishit that one. The clearance may well be picked up by Cairns. Cairns and General go to ground. And that's where Cadby and Cairns go for it. They've ran into each other and the ball goes over the line for the throw. But it's easily picked up by Tom Hall. Clatters into the back of Carivers, getting a bit of his own medicine there, the number 7. But United can't retain it. Lob towards the right. Here's Jagrup. Overlapping run being made by Edwards. Here is Edwards. Jagrup making the overlap again. Tom Hall makes the challenge. Free kick. Rather late decision from the assistant on this near side as Edwards went to ground under the challenge of the United player. So on the right hand side of the box it will be a free kick to Highgate. As it stands, Highgate will go 1 point behind Kozel, but Kozel can still seal second spot with a victory tomorrow away at Rosa. If Highgate can win here, they can ensure that no matter what Kozel do tomorrow, the promotion race will go to the final day. A win today would be desirable for Highgate. It's sent in and cannons off the post, straight from the free kick from Leslie. Here's Jagrup. And the second effort is certainly not as good as the first, as it trickles into the grasp of Fearbold, but there was nothing the keeper could do about the free kick from Leslie, which almost cracked the crossbar. But we've had 5 minutes of the second half here on CUTV. It remains 1-1 between Coventry United and Highgate. But for how long? Adagio with a kick up to the air, but Ludford brings it away. Now Cadby. Cadby's long ball. Kennedy will give chase, but it's met in the air by Leslie. Around the back line for Highgate. Well, the best of clearances now. Ludford with a bit of time lobs it forward towards Ryan Palmer, met in the air. But Beige will keep it alive for Coventry United. Frankie Beige ran over the ball but still retains possession. Great work from the first team winger. One of few first team players in today's lineup. Now Morris trying to roll it to Palmer, blocked up by Leslie, and as he tried to find the defender, it rebounds off the boot of Ryan Palmer. And it will be a goal kick. Don't forget to join us live on CUTV tomorrow. Live coverage from the Butts Park Arena of Coventry United versus Westfield. So we are being told that a more senior side would be picked for that match, with the first team being given a little rest tonight, and it had to happen. Our lads are absolutely exhausted. Sent down the right by Batchelor, who's hoping to pick up the run of Marco Adagio. Usain Bolt wasn't getting to that ball, and Fearbold gathers it unopposed. Fearbold launches it straight onto the head of Turner. Turner's ball towards Jagrup, but in the air by Tom Hall. Carivers brings it down. There's space for the run for Trevor Edwards. Closed down quickly by Cairns and Beigenet, and the cross cannons off the hip of the young fullback for a throw right in the corner. Jagrup, and the return ball to Edwards. The fullback couldn't reach it in time, and it will be a throw for Coventry United as it goes over the white line. Run up on the throw by Danny Cairns. Straight back into touch. In fact, it never entered play, I don't believe. Well, Highgate were given the throw, they've taken it. Edwards shoved to the ground from behind by Danny Cairns. Blatant free kick. United's under-21s have got to try and show a bit of maturity here. The thing they lack at the moment, they have all the talent in the world, but game experience may well be a factor. The last free kick from Leslie certainly caused some problems. What about this one? Towards that far post, headed up by Batchelor. Hewitt, volleyed away by the under-21s captain Ludford. Quick move by Cadby to hold off Carivers. It's still over to the left with Edwards. Edwards races towards the goal, and a long-range effort, easy pickings for Theobald. And he spots the space on the left for Frankie Bejnet. It's a great kick. Bejnet flicks it on, and Bejnet striding at the penalty area and sandwiched between the two players there. Bejnet making his way towards the box, but on one side was Rivers, on the other side was Richard Bryan. And the referee has a decision to make here. I think it will just be a yellow card, as the decisive touch apparently came off Rivers, and Rivers, in all fairness, has been walking a tightrope for a while, after several fouls, and he has finally been given a yellow card, and it probably could have come a lot sooner. Ludford with the free kick. Can United get their lead back? So we hit 10 minutes in the second half, and nodded across his own goal. Well, I think that was Batchelor. Corner kick. .35 minutes remaining here on CUTV. Coventry United 1, Highgate United 1, the current score in the Total Motion Midland Football League Premier Division. Ludford to send in another corner. Volleyed away. Now Highgate look to begin the counter, as Batchelor nearly runs into the referee. Good challenge by Cadby, shrugging the number 11 to the ground. Little forceful, but it worked. Cairns lofted past Kennedy's onside. Kennedy's header just wide. Well, the Red Green Army were already celebrating below, as they thought it had gone the right side at the post. It was a cracking header from Liam Kennedy, who, unlike many in this starting lineup today, has featured for the first team in the last couple of weeks. There's a reason why he came so close to finding the second goal for the Red and Greens. A blatant shove in the back by Hewlett as he tried to bring it back under control just outside United's box. Tom Hall going to ground, and you can see why. Well, a point for Coventry United would take them up 3 places. Yes, you heard me right, 3 places. It would take them, I believe, above Westfields and into 7th. Just shows what 1 point can do in such a congested midfield. Jagrup has a cut in from the left. Rivers has to spin away from the box and closed down by Cadby. Highgate under pressure, and the ball down the left for the fullback on the left-hand side, Stephen Leslie. It's offside, says the referee on this near flank. So Theobald ready to get us underway once again here at the Butts Park Arena, with this free kick on the right of his own penalty area, one in the air by Rivers. The header only as far as Tom Hall, who volleys it into the hands of Catlow between the 6 for Highgate. The sun has dropped, and so has the temperature. It's red hot action here on CUTV. Hall sends it into his own box as Jagrup tries to out-muscle Danny Cairns. He has done, and he's allowed the ball to roll over the line for the corner. For God's sake, no, not again. Sorry, the camera's just gone off again, ladies and gentlemen, unfortunately. Jagrup, and cleared. Trying to get away from their own backyard here, and a free kick given. So Theobald to take it now. So apologies again, we have had another issue with our camera. So at the minute, it's a handheld phone that's being used for the camera work. Cadby races the ball on the left-hand side, just about kept in by Hewitt. Sends Adagio on his way. It's Marco Adagio, lobs it towards Jagrup. Jagrup brings it down. In goes Hall. And a poor pass from Carivers. You could probably hear the rather obscene language over the microphone. Apologies if you did. And we've got our camera back. Oh, I tell you what, it's just been one of those days, folks. It really has. As the throwing down the left goes straight into touch again. And now there's going to be a change here for Highgate United. And coming on for the gate will be Josh Hawker. It will be. And he's coming on for the number 3, which is Stephen Leslie. So now the wind's affecting our stadium announcement. His team sheet blows away. Oh, I'll tell you what, just one of them nights here at Butts Park Green where everything is going no end. Luckily on the green stuff, it's going okay. United currently drawing 1-1. We've got about half an hour to play. Sent into the penalty area. It could be about to fall nicely for Marco Adagio. Nice turn. Adagio trying to get a second for himself, and it rolls out of reach of Richard Batchelor. Adagio, I believe, going for goal himself, but Batchelor couldn't reach it, and the shot from Adagio was not going to find the net. Highlights of today's game will be on YouTube tomorrow, although we'll be missing a fair piece of the action, unfortunately. So, as we said, we've had some camera issues today, and unfortunately, one of the issues happened during the first 2 minutes when Nathan Cadby opened the scoring. So, it's going to be half highlights, unfortunately. Kennedy races down the right flank deep into Highgate territory, trying to get the better of the fullback. Cross is easily cleared by Carivers. Long ball may well in fact get Highgate on the front, but miscommunication there between Hall and Cairns, getting in each other's way as Hall tried to get to the ball. He couldn't get there in time. Foul throw, says the linesman. Jagrup not happy. Cadby will find Hall. Hall quickly closed down by Hewitt. We do find his goalkeeper Tom Theobald. Chip pass to the right. Now Kirby. The best of balls, intercepted by Batchelor. Opportunity by Highgate to press the Young United backline now. And the substitute tripped by Kirby. On the edge of the penalty area, free kick as Josh Hawker goes to the ground. Hawker with his first meaningful piece of action since coming on for Leslie will take Kingdom. Hawker, well palmed away by Theobald, but still alive. A poor pass from Jagrup ends that move. United will push on, and again a set piece causing major issues for United. Sent forward by Cadby, just out of reach of Palmer. If he had kept it in, it would have been a golden chance for United to break into the box. And the Red and Green Army below us backing their boys as they do every single week. 5 matches coming up, including today here on CUTV in the next 7 days. One of which is a cup final on Thursday. Nodded around the back line. Cleared by Carivers. It may drop kindly for Jagrup on the right. Here is Isaac Jagrup looking to take on Danny Cairns and cut in. Cairns with a good challenge one-on-one. The clearance is only as far as Batchelor. Down line, Highgate again trying to pass it around their backyard. Here's Hawker. Gets the ball away to Adagio on the left-hand side of the penalty area, covered up by Kyle Barnett. Hawker dodges the challenge from Barnett. Hawker's low drive and stabbed away from any potential attacking players by Lewis Ludford. There's Ludford again. Bit of an Abbott moment there from Ludford as he just fires the ball towards the flank. And there's going to be a change here for Coventry United with Connor Tallett to come on. I believe it's Nathan Cadby. We'll wait to see the shirt number. And it is indeed Nathan Cadby. So the goal scorer Nathan Cadby replaced by Connor Tallett. I believe it's Tallett's first team debut. Throw up line is nodded into touch by Frankie Beja. The throw by Richard Bryan, and Bryan will take it again. 25 minutes to go here in CU TV. Remains at 1-1. Throw cut up by Bejnet. Rivers sends it into the box again. Batchelor loves it towards the far post. And Hawker couldn't get to it. Liam Kennedy with the clearance. Now Highgate to push from the back again. Rivers can't control. Here's Lewis Ludford. Lofted pass. Home to find Ryan Palmer. Palmer jostles with the centre back and it's just out of reach of Palmer. Great work by OG. His interference meant that Palmer couldn't get to the ball before the goalkeeper. Collision now between Jagrup and Hall. Referee does not stop play as Jagrup gets back to his feet. And Carrivers with a hopeful pass towards the left. Hopeful is the word for it. Certainly not successful. It will be a throw on the right flank for Coventry United in their final third. So they've got to try and get it clear. Throw up line. And Kirby's throw nodded straight into touch by Morris. Adagio into the box for Jagrup. Offside as Jagrup rolls it across the face of goal into the hands of Theobald. Theobald gets ready to blast it away from his penalty area with the free kick after the offside. Theobald's clearance. One in the air, only as far as Kirby. Kirby's header picked up by Carrivers. Offside again against the substitute Hawker. Highgate not happy about it, but it was the right call. And there's going to be another change here for Coventry United. We have the number 15, Lucine Donzo. So the youngster from, I believe he's from the under-18s. We've been told there's under 17, under 18, academy players, under 21s, and one first teamer. It's a free kick, nodded away from any potential threat and cleared for a corner for Coventry United. United not making the sub yet as Donzo prepares to take the field for the first time. So Bejnet just send it in from the left. Bejnet's corner cleared at the near post by OG. Jagger looks to start the counter. Barges the United man Ryan Palmer off the ball. Jagger forced back towards his own backyard though, and all the way back to Catlow. Great pressure from Palmer. Catlow close down, gets the ball away just in time. Nodded forward by Morris. Palmer's onside but beaten in the air. Bounces off the knee of Kennedy, who's tried to shield it into touch. After Richard Bryan sent it towards the touchline. And here comes the sub. Liam Kennedy coming off. So Liam Kennedy being replaced. So Liam Kennedy replaced by Lucine Donzo. What a moment for the youngster. His first Coventry United appearance. Can he make it count as Liam Kennedy brought off? It is the players who have been used more in the first team, like Cadby and Kennedy, who have been brought off earlier. Palmer, sandwich between OG and Carivers. Long ball down the flank. Hawker one in the air. But it's nodded on again by Carivers, off the head of Hawker. Adagio, now on the left-hand side again with Carivers. He's got Hawker making the overlap. Ball into the air for Marco Adagio, and a crucial clearance by Kirby. Throwing on the far side to Highgate. Another ball will be required. Throw to the box by Hawker. Donzo wins the header and cleared by Morris. No one in a red shirt to catch it, but there is a pink one. Ojo with the turn to keep it away from Palmer. Ojo's long ball won in the air by Danny Cairns. It's brought down to work by Edwards, who brings it past Bajan, out of reach of his teammate though, and Ludford finds Bajan again. It's Frankie Bajan on the move down left hand side. Edwards closes him down. Will he get the cross in? Bajan received a touch there from Edwards, and Batchelor sends it into the blue and white seats. Throw in Coventry United. Bajan with the throw, short to Donzo. Bajan brings it to feet. Keeps it away from Batchelor. Down to the ground, but Bajan does well to recover. Ball over the white line despite Bajan's best efforts. Throw into Highgate. Throw up line over the head of the big number 8, Jagrup. He'll get the ball back and he'll keep it alive. Jagrup's run across the left. Now Hawker. Jagrup making the overlap. Through ball to Isaac Jagrup. Barnett lets that one drift over the white line for a Coventry United goal kick. Score remains at Coventry United 1, Highgate United 1. Nathan Cadby scoring the goal in the second minute for Coventry United, and then about 10 minutes before the break, Marco Adagio, his 35th goal in all competitions for Highgate. Theobald's kick onto the head of OG. Bounces onto the left with Hawker, off the bench for Highgate. His pass is only as far as Sam Kirby. It rolls off the shin of Kirby. The lofted pass by Carivers. Barnett ends the danger for now, but Hawker intercepts. Hawker drives it towards the area, and again a United player there to pick up the pieces. Morris to Donzo. Donzo across to the left now with Hall. Bajanut. Limited support for the winger here, and he's covered off there by Hewitt. Bajanut not happy, as he felt he's being impeded. Play continues. Jagrup looking for the cross on the left hand side. He's been a pivotal player for Highgate today. Hasn't found a goal yet though. Wasn't too far away with that one. It was more of a cross than a shot, but it nearly found the net. Not quite. And there's going to be another change for Highgate. And coming on for the visitors, I can tell you, is James Wilcock. And coming up is Richard Batchelor. Wait a minute, now it looks like it's, in fact, it's going to be Jaggerup. They've changed the sub at the last minute. So Isaac Jaggerup off. Who'd be a stadium announcer? He earns his money. Just joking, we don't pay him. Roy Eden does a great job here though at Coventry United. Donzo's header flicked on only as far as the Highgate defender. Rivers hoping to find Adagio with that headed pass. Ludford once again sent forward by Highgate. Paul will find Cairns on the left, a swing and a miss by Danny Cairns, who conceded the throw, but it could have been a lot worse. And there's going to be another substitution. Coming on now for United is going to be Josh Palmer. And Danny Cairns is coming off. And there's going to be another one for Highgate as well. Dwayne Courtney is coming on. And who's coming off for Highgate? Reece Hewitt, the man to come off. So I do believe that is all 3 changes made for Highgate and all 3 changes made for Coventry. So these are the sides that we'll finish the game with. The referee has called play to a halt because the number 10 Hewitt is still in the vicinity of the pitch. The throw is taken now, not across the face of goal. Can Highgate get the second here? It's Batchelor! It's in! Batchelor with the strike. It may have taken a touch on the way through, but Highgate's turnaround is complete. The second minute goal from Nathan Cadby took Highgate by surprise, with the side still hoping for promotion via the second place spot in the Premier Division. They've taken initiative and they've got the lead thanks to Richard Batchelor. Well, the Red and Greens have got a big job on their hands now with such a young team. The job has been made even bigger. But these lads have really put themselves on show today and have done really well as well. The minute Highgate are in front with that goal from Batchelor. Coventry United 1, Highgate 2. Through ball, Batchelor could get a second. He's got Daggio next to him, just out of reach of Beerball, but out of reach of the goal as well. Also out of reach of Adagio. Batchelor could have had his second goal within a minute. If he tried the pass across to Adagio, they may have had a better chance of it. Feeder ball with the clearance. Headed one in the air by the big number 6. Donzo sends it forward. Palmer can control. Now Hawker. Offside called against Marco Adagio. He was beaten to the ball by Theobald anyway. So the free kick taken by Kyle Barnett. Former Coventry City centre-back to send it forward. Barnett hasn't had as much first team action recently due to an injury. Barnett sends it towards the left hand side, out of range for the United substitute Tellett. As in such a Coventry United throw. After the clearance by Edwards, stripped it over the white line. Good pressure from the United sub Josh Palmer. Towards Donzo. head towards the goal line by Hawker, and easy pickings for the goalkeeper Catlow. We've only got about 15 minutes to go. Kicked by Catlow, looking to get Highgate on the move again. Batchelor, there's Adagio. Offside given against the big number 5 Scott Turner, who started off at centre back and now seems to be doubling up as a centre forward. Free kick on the edge of the area to be taken by Theobald. Theobald clears. Right hand side, a slip by Bejnet. Now's Highgate come with a great slide by Bejnet. Josh Palmer tackled, but Donzo brings it back. Donzo runs into Hawker. Palmer tries his best, and it's volleyed forward by Kyle Barnett. Opportunity now for Ryan Palmer to bring it down in the penalty area. Palmer couldn't quite deal with it. He slid it into the box. He's just able to get there ahead of Ojo. But again, there's the keeper to make the gather. Bounces awkwardly for the 2 number 11s, but it is United's number 11, Ryan Morris, who the ball's gone up last. Right to Turner, cross off the volley, bounces away from Adagio now for a goal kick, which Theobald would look to take quickly. With one outstanding save in the first time, but apart from that and the 2 goals, there hasn't been an awful lot for the young goalkeeper to do. Ball nodded towards the goalkeeper, maybe a little bit under hit. Just hit enough. Yes. Cutlow grabs it right on the line. Highgate trying to slow the pace down, get themselves over the line. They've come from behind. They now lead by 2 goals to 1. Morris and Batchelor going head to head. Batchelor gets the cross in. Adagio chests it down. Marco Adagio, that seals it. A nice little back foot there by Marco Adagio. And that should wrap up the 3 points with the 3rd goal for Highgate United. Their promotion push is well and truly on. They'll have to face United again next Monday in their final match of the season, so the Red Greens could still scupper Highgate's plans, but for now, Highgate are 3-1 up. They're trying to get themselves on the front foot. There's a clearance on the edge of the penalty area by OG. As the result looks pretty firm now. United 3-1 down. Thought he'd clear the penalty area and volleyed away. Here's Adagio. Sends it down the left. Real opportunity for Highgate to add a 4th to their collection. Into the box goes Wilcock. Lays it off. Adagio! Inches wide at that far post. Adagio in search of his hat-trick, and he wasn't too far away from finding it. Theobald with the clearance. Onto the head of Brian. Referee gives a free kick for a high boot by Brian, as he volleyed it away. Promising start, Coventry United has been pegged back by a Highgate side still with lofty ambitions of promotion. The victory will take them above Kozel, who play tomorrow against the Roaster side who are already down, so chances are it will only be a temporary reprieve for Highgate. Free kick in. Cutlow goes to the ground but catches the ball. The referee has stopped play with Cutlow down. Referee calls over the physio. And Sam Hall apologises. Seems to be holding his hip. Cutlow seems to be getting back to a more vertical base and appears relatively unscathed. Some of the Red and Green Army are making their way home. We have about 10 minutes to go. We'll be naming our CUTV man of the match in 5 minutes. The highlights of today's fixture. Here at the Butts Park Arena will be online tomorrow morning. Make sure to hit the like button on the coverage if you enjoyed today's broadcast. Leave a comment below with your feedback. Subscribe to CUTV on YouTube for exclusive content. Hit the notification bell next to the subscribe button to ensure that when our videos are uploaded, you are informed. And you can get us on Twitter at CovUnitedTV. Highgate have it in the back line now. A heavy first touch by Brian nearly allowed United to give themselves an opportunity. Launched towards Theobald's area, volleyed away from the box. Sent forward again by the substitutes. I don't think either side wants it at the minute. Now Highgate have got possession. They're putting the back line under pressure. Now Batchelor closes in on the penalty area. He's got Adagio to his right. It's saved by Theobald and behind Adagio, but the striker will get another chance. He's got his back to goal and forced away from Tom Theobald. Hawker down line, now Edwards. All the way back to Brian on the halfway line. United seem to have Highgate on the ropes here. Can they get themselves a goal back? And a pass by, I believe that was Tellett, was cut out by Hawker. If that pass had found its intended target, United would have been clean through. Can United get themselves a goal back? Tellett's pass again, not what was desired. Hawker, through ball. Adagio in support. Here is Marco Adagio. And a push by Ryan Morris. Adagio goes down holding his ankle. And a free kick given right on the touchline on the right flank. Live again tomorrow here on CUTV, live from the Butts Park Arena as Coventry United host Westfields in the Total Motion Midland Football League Premier Division. So make sure to join us for live coverage of that match from 7:30 tomorrow. Hawker with the free kick as Adagio is back on his feet. Substitute prepares to put it in. Hawker looking to set up a fourth goal for Highgate. So that slow start. They've been rocking since then. Ball away from the area for now. And lobbed onto the right by Adagio. Here's Hawker. Trying to get the cross in, Hawker. And it's off the right leg of Ryan Morris for the corner kick on this near side to Highgate. Wilcock spins away from the challenge. Now Hawker again, closed down by Tellett. Still going Hawker. Past one challenge, past two challenges, and again there's Morris to deny the cross. From the right, a spectacular effort by Carruthers that doesn't have a spectacular end. We're naming our CUTV man of the match in just 1 minute's time, so let us know again on Twitter at CovUnitedTV who it should be, or via the YouTube comments section. Follows it forward. Batchelor gives chase. Hall holds him off. And volleys it as far as Marco Adagio. Hawker dispossessed by Tallet. Tallet gets the ball away just before he's taken out by the Highgate substitute. Referee says play on. Josh Palmer having to find Ryan Palmer, but blocked up by Edwards. Down line to Tallet. Palmer on the ball now, surrounded by pink shirts and can't do anything with it. Palmer intercepts. That's Josh Palmer on the ball now and bundled into touch by the number 7 Caribas. Well, now our CUTV Man of the Match award is going to go to a Highgate player today, and it's going to Highgate's top goal scorer, scorer of 2 goals today, number 9 Marco Adagio. Donzo clears the ball only as far as Caribas. Caribas up again. Turner onto the left-hand side. Can Highgate go after a 4th in the closing stages? It's a great run from the left-hand side. Options in the centre, including Turner and Adagio. Here's Hawker, rolls it across to Caribas. And again, trying the spectacular. He can't afford to do that. Highgate 2 in front of them. May as well have some fun. But that's not the first spectacular effort from Caribas. That comes to nothing, and the referee ends today's game here at the Butts Park Arena. A youthful red and green side did themselves proud against a Highgate side who will go into the final game of the season against United with everything to play for in their promotion battle with Coleshill Town. But the final score tonight here on CUTV, live from the Butts Park Arena in Coventry. Coventry United 1, Highgate United 3. Thanks for joining us here at the Butts. We'll see you tomorrow, yes, tomorrow, for live coverage of Coventry United versus Westfield. Highlights online tomorrow. I'll offer a lie down. See you, folks.